So they made an SAO game, and it's just not what we wanted. When you think SAO, for those who have seen it, you think of the open world, the dungeons, the quest, the jobs, skills, professions, the people, right? That's what you think of. Now, what if I rewrote the story and took out everything that makes SAO SAO? There's no character building, professions are gone, and any form of RPG elements are just out of the picture. No survival either. It's just fighting. That's what the new SAO game did. When I saw this game, I was expecting an open world exploration game filled with characters from the show and new characters that I can build relationships with, build guilds, teams. I figured survival elements like cooking, eating, drinking, stuff in the SAO show would be around. But they didn't add any of that. I played this game for 4 hours, and this was 90% of the gameplay.
Area. Hop. 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 Guess that's all settled.
None of it was engaging. I didn't care for the characters, and the dialogues were literally nod head, shake head. Do they know how talking to human beings works? I was expecting Mass Effect mixed with Shadows of Mordor mixed with Skyrim and the Echoes of Aincrad world. I wanted some great character customization, dialogue that felt real, and combat that was engaging and fun. Instead, we get this stupid, repetitive, go get this, then kill this questing, aka fetch quests. And there seems to be a trend lately with AAA games just making a story that is a literal fetch quest. No imagination, no real danger, nothing to sacrifice, just a 10 to 30 minute monologue and a 5-minute fetch quest, and that's the whole game. People keep saying that this game has potential. No, it doesn't. Okay, it's nothing like the shows, and you do not shape your own story. They give you the illusion of choice, the illusion that you are creating your own character, but truly, you're just following a predetermined path while killing some monsters along the way. And this is all until you beat the game. Now, I don't want to hear some, oh, well, that's how all games are. No, it's not. Take Skyrim, for example. Every quest has a set objective. You're right. There is a path to follow. The thing is, though, is that it's not determined by the dev how you're going to follow it. I can play the Dark Brotherhood questline being an absolute barbarian and not stealthing at all, just straight up running to people and killing them, and I will still finish the entire Dark Brotherhood story. Not only that, but I can even kill the Dark Brotherhood and team up against them, so I don't actually have to do the Dark Brotherhood storyline. I can completely betray them. Same thing with the Dawnbringer DLC, which invited vampires into the world, specifically vampire lords. I can go against the vampires, or I can become them. I have an actual choice to make, and each choice actually makes a difference in the world. People will treat me differently if I'm a part of the Dawnstar versus if I'm a part of the vampire lord's little posse. And each of them has an identity. The issue with this game is there's nothing SAO about it. The characters feel soulless and, to be honest, quite annoying. The first group you meet dies to these two loud and obnoxious characters. Then Iori, the main sidekick you got, is just dramatic and shallow, while these friends you got literally leave you and say, well, good luck, and barely even make me care about them at all. I barely see them throughout the entire game. Like, take a page from Cyberpunk 2077, who creates such a great bond with Jackie within the prologue that even though you only see him for the prologue of the game, you still love him, and his death scene always makes you melancholic. It makes you sad. Because, like, you genuinely, like, kind of bond with this character named Jackie, even though you only know him for the prologue. Because the rest of the game, he's not in it But the beginning is so impactful and such great character building that you genuinely care for this character because you get these cutscenes and these simple things that bond the character. They give you something to relate with the character, backstory arcs and things like that. With these characters, you don't get any of that. So I don't really care about any of them. I don't care what they do or where they came from. They're annoying. I want them gone. For the most part, I try to leave them the moment I can. You can tell that the people who made this game as well do not play games at all. Because what the hell are these comms?
An ancient war, most likely.
And there he goes. This guy can't help obsessing over lore.
This game was just an entire disappointment, and I can't even refund it because I've played it for 4 hours trying to see if the game would get better. Whoever decides to make an SAO game, please make it a well-written survival RPG that has all elements from the show and elements that make sense for the game. Make it to where I actually build relationships with these characters. Make it to where I care about these characters. Make the story a multi-choice where I actually build my own story and it's replayable. Because this game, the moment I beat this game, I'm not going to touch it again. I'm going to delete it and never think about it. I'm probably going to forget anything that happened in the game. For my final rating, I'm rating it a 2-star. Because at least the combat was decent. But the interactions were so forgettable and the game is nothing like the show. You don't survive Aincrad, you're just playing it. You're kind of just looking at like what feels like this very shallow version of Aincrad, and it's very linear. It's not open world at all. There's literally a path that you follow. You can't go off and explore, go into fields, you can't go on top of mountains. It's not open world like the show. The show has an open world with levels to it. It's not a linear path that they're following. They're actually going and exploring the world and finding new things like dungeons and stuff. There are characters that they talk to because this is a MMORPG game. It's not an action game. It can be. Like I said, the combat was fine. Like I wasn't mad about it, but that's not what SAO is entirely like. They made this game entirely based around the combat. Has nothing to do with the story, has nothing to do with anything. It's just combat. That's mainly the gameplay. There's nothing else to the gameplay. I can't even sit down in the freaking tavern, bro. I can't even order a pint. This game is not an SAO game. I'm not calling it an SAO game. This is some cool little anime game that you can play if you feel like killing monsters once in a while. That's about it. But let me know what you guys think of the game in the comments below if you've played it. If not, then I wouldn't recommend it. Just buy another game on your wish list. It's because SAO, Echoes of Aincrad, it's not going to be what you want it to be, man. It's not an SAO game. It's something completely different that just has the SAO title on it because they want people to buy the game instead of just making a good game. Anyways, God bless. Get good rest. I'm out. Peace.